What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. First things first, I got to shout out happy birthday to my mama. Matter of fact, we're going to start out the show. I'm going to sing happy birthday to my mama. Y'all just going to have to bear with me and the cat's howling in the background. Excuse me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama Savage. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, you can flame me in the comments if you want to. I don't care. It's my mama. You sing happy birthday to your mama on your live stream if you want to, all right? But, hey, I see folks are already in here in the chat. What's good? Thank y'all for showing up, man. Like, I never do take this for granted. I know some people think that I do, but I don't. Y'all, who did? Yeah, somebody actually said it in here. I think it was Jake. Yep, Jake said, we the real MVPs in here liking videos before stuff starts. Man, that's for real. That means the world to me. Because sometimes, believe it or not, I'm not always in a good place. Which is the reason why I've told you before that I started doing this, making these videos every day. It gives me something to look forward to. It allows me to be creative in a way that I love to be creative, and I get to talk about something that is, near and dear to me, college football and Oklahoma Sooners football. So, let me see who's in the chat, and if you're in here, say what's up, and I will shout you out. So, I know in here first, check it out. I know Kurt Perez is in here. He got to leave because he's heavy workouts. Who are you? Are you Eric Killmonger now? You working out like that, Kurt? I appreciate that. Robert Lane in here. What's up, Robert? Jake Goodnight. What's good, fam? Brendan Ludlow. Hey, I appreciate that. That's what's up. Southern Pride in the house. Fedor in the house. Fader. Ryan Morwood in the house. Cheesley Beasley. What's good, fam? Steelboy09. What's good? Miles Montoya in the house. Xavier Jones Jr., what's good? Drake in the house. Sooner fan Joplin, I like it. Jesse Barton, what's good, fam? Mike McCoy, David Prater, Olivia Davis, what's up? My dad watches you. Hey, tell your dad I said what's up. Rudy Lopez in the house. Thad in the house. Let me see. Oh, yes, you can. Miles Montoya with $2 super chat. That's what's up, fam. Southwest Missouri Sooner in the house. That's what's up. So, today, I wanted to tell you, thanks for saying happy birthday to Mama. Mama is actually on her way to Longhorn Steakhouse, and I'm going to be there as soon as the live stream ends to go talk to her. She's like, yeah, you can come after the live stream ends. I know that's important, and I appreciate Mom. So tell Mom thank you on Twitter in the comments for letting me do the live stream on her birthday. She turned 21 today. Oh, Brandon Watt. Hey, what's good, fam? With the $20 super chat. That's what's up. Thank you. Tell me what you want to talk about. Mama turned 21 today. It's, it's also snowing in Tulsa, and Thanos is just a misunderstood stepdad. I got some oceanfront property in Oklahoma to sell you. But for real, Mama been here for a while, and a lot of y'all don't know, my mama been doing the most for years, fam. Like, just years. So, check this out. Those of you who have been with the channel for it's like 8 months now. Maybe, yeah, like 8 months. So, I got a book coming out called Let It Bang. I'm in school to get a PhD in English. What you don't know, or probably don't know, is I got a little sister. I got a baby sister. Her name is Denise, and she's like Shuri in Black Panther. I'm a big Black Panther fan. So my sister actually is a biomedical engineer, and I don't know what she does for a living. I think she runs a hospital or NASA or something. And she married a PhD in computer science. So that's on the other side. I'm the weakest part of the family. That's the most my mama been doing. My mama raised both of those children. Me, the dude who's yelling on YouTube, and my sister who, actually does something great for the world. I still don't know what it is. She's tried to explain it to me. I still don't understand. But that's what my mama been doing, right? She's been raising us. Also, has got a master's in marriage and family therapy, which is why it was ironic for her to be going at Tom Herman for kissing kids on Texas last week. That was great. But my mama been doing the most for a while. She's she's the daughter of my grandmother, who's a civil rights, not just civil rights activist. My grandmother's royalty, right? My grandmother sued the state of Mississippi for voting rights and won, and gave birth to my mama, who gave birth to me, who gave birth to my sister, and my sister is like the amalgamation of all that great ingenuity and spirit and intellect, and I'm just kind of left over and whatnot. Oh, Robert Lane! Need to talk some OU softball. Okay, yeah, well, check it out. Check it out. OU softball went undefeated in Big 12 play. Like, a lot of people don't understand that or don't get it, but undefeated, which is like, if you watch Infinity Wars, you saw Doctor Strange do his tweak out thing, right? And he said, I went ahead to look at all possible futures when facing Thanos. And Tony Stark's like, how many did we win? And, you know, you could ask that, like, Big 12 softball is like, how many did we win? And then me popping in for the cameo going, none! 0! Nah, like, they ranked number 3 in the country. 3 losses. Paige Lowry went number 1 overall in the draft. Patty Gasso's just a national treasure, man. Like, for real. Like, we could go back to back to back. Y'all understand that, right? We could run, not that we could. We do run college softball. We do run it. But, dude, when are we going to start talking about Patty Gasso the way we start talking about Bill Belichick? Like, quite honestly, has there been anything in softball like her? Not since Arizona. Not since Arizona. That dude then fell off, right? So, I mean, yes, Robert, we do need to talk some more OU softball. I'm looking forward to the Women's College World Series. Starts next month. We're going to be in it. It's always, you know, in Oklahoma City, which is just down the road from Norman. It's always nice for us to come out. Maybe I'll go. I don't know. Let me see. No spoilers. Bro, what you mean no spoilers? If you ain't been to see Infinity War by now, that's your fault. I can't mess with you. Let me see. Dylan Wood, you can't be throwing out spoilers to Infinity. Look, man, it's been out for like 2 weeks now. It made like $1 billion, like across the world, like in 11 days. If you ain't one of the people that bought the tickets, I can't help you. What you waiting on? Go. Man, for real, like I'm going to be in here talking about Deadpool in like 2 weeks. What you going to do then too? I am the Marvel fan. Like I'm the original Marvel movie fan. So I don't know how to talk OU football or Marvel movies without melding the two. I made a Big 12 promo video with the Thanos trailer. Like, are you new? I mean, I've been doing this for a while. Let me see. Stream more talk about Kyler Murray. Well, check it out. Kyler Murray's going to have to make a decision come June 4th, right? Now, the thinking here is nobody knows what Kyler Murray wants to do or is going to do as far as perhaps finally taking the baseball contract, because he was drafted in 2015 out of high school, right? And making $1 million or several $1 million. Oh, Uncle Lou, what's good, man? What is a Sooner? A Sooner is the person who won the 2017 Heisman Trophy. Get at me. So check it out. He could get drafted in the first 5 rounds, right? I made a video about what the pick value is, but that's not what he would get paid. That's the pick value, right? But the pick value is of like the bottom of the first round, the top of the second round is right around $2 million. And Kyler Murray is an intriguing prospect for a lot of baseball teams, specifically because nobody's really seen him, right? Like last year he was trash. I mean, he batted 122. That's not a hot take. He was trash on a baseball field, and this year he was pretty good playing center. He projects at shortstop. He can hit. He can hit for power. He's an intriguing prospect to a lot of people, but nobody wants to draft him if he's going to end up playing football in the fall, because then they'd have to eat that money. Now, the thinking is, you know, no scout's going to go tell you to go draft Kyler Murray if they don't know that they can sign Kyler Murray. And since nobody really knows whether or not they can sign Kyler Murray, all the leverage is with him, right? And because his uncle is an employee of super agent Scott Boras and his uncle played pro baseball, Kyler Murray's going to have all the information he ever needs to have to make a good decision about whether or not to just go ahead and play baseball or follow through and play football. Now, I think he's playing football because I think he loves to play football more than he wants to get paid, right? But there's a lot of folks on Twitter and in the YouTube comments who will say things like, go get the money, man. Like, and nobody would be mad at you. Archie Bradley did it. Remember? Archie Bradley was going to come to Oklahoma and play some quarterback and then got drafted by the Diamondbacks. And he's been a pretty good pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. So it's not unheard of for this to happen at Oklahoma in particular. But he transferred from A&M. He's already played a year of college football before. We know that, oh, did I miss somebody? Oh, we know that that he values his football career. And yeah, you can say what you want about how he projects into the NFL and being 5'8", 5'9", quarterback, those sorts of things. But I don't really think that that factors into his decision right now. I think he just wants to play college football, and I think he wants to be the quarterback that leads a team, our team, to a national championship. And I know that because he's put that on paper. He said that. That's a quote. I want to lead a team to a national title, right? And you can't do that if you're playing baseball, right? But you got, money is a big deal. We all like money. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Let me see. What else we got in here? Let me see. Stream more about. I just did. Can she help Mike Stoops? Who can help Mike Stoops? Speaking of Mike Stoops, look. The title of this live stream is Breakout Players for the Sooners 2018, right? I'm going to revamp that, but if you looked at my most important players for 2018, my top 10, you'll see a couple of guys that I got listed in there who could fit into that bill, one of them being Buki, right? Buki was already cited by ESPN in their way too early top 25 as being a potential breakout player of 2018 for the Sooners, and that's as a true freshman, and let alone true freshman, an early enrollee. Like, he's already made his way into the rotation and possibly the starting lineup on the defense just getting here, right? And, he can play nickel, which is where he lined up mostly during the spring game. He can play free safety. He can play strong safety. He can play corner, which already makes him the most versatile person in the secondary, right? And he looked good. He can wrap up and tackle. He's not afraid to get in front of passes. I like me some Buki, but if you're an OU fan, it's hard not to like Buki because he's also one of your best player recruiters. Like, it seems like everybody, I think, what was it? I think it was Red Dirt Sport on Twitter was like, Buki's going to lead more OU recruits or more recruits to OU than Billy Graham did to Christ. I mean, it's just funny because he's doing the most. Him and Ronnie Perkins. Matter of fact, I wrote a column that's going to be on Crimson Cream Machine tomorrow, the SB Nation site for OU, about how Ronnie Perkins has been in Shaman Cooper's ear, right? Shaman Cooper, okay, we can talk a little recruiting, I guess. So Shaman Cooper is really waffling between Illinois and Oklahoma. He's listed Clemson, but it's really Illinois and Oklahoma. And it feels like Illinois has been saying things that make him want to go to Illinois, maybe more so than Oklahoma. And with this recruiting class that we put together, it's like, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting to pull the trigger on this? I think he wants to hear something from Illinois that he hadn't heard yet. But, he's still got OU, and Tim Kish is, if nothing else, he's a good recruiter. And he's in his ear, right? And he's aggressively pursuing him. Ronnie Perkins is aggressively pursuing him. To say nothing of what Marcus Hicks is thinking. By the way, we're the slow play Marcus Hicks, right? Because he set an official for Washington in June. And he wants to take officials to Oklahoma, Michigan, and Notre Dame. But it feels like Oklahoma and Michigan are the two places that he's most intrigued by. Now, this is the number 2 player out of Kansas. He's a weak side defensive end. He had 10 sacks last season on 63 tackles. And the last 4-star Kansas player, player out of Kansas that we landed that was awesome. Actually, I think you could go with Jordan Phillips at defensive tackle, I think. But you could also go with Blake Bell, who was quarterback turned tight end, right, out of Wichita. But I know that Blake Bell was the last guy that we got out of Wichita. And perhaps Marcus Hicks could be the next guy that we get out of Wichita. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Marcus Hicks doesn't feel like he's leaning one way or another. It's kind of like a Dax Hill situation. It's like nobody really knows what he's thinking. Let me see. Kyler is from my city. So you're from Allen. That's what's up. Allen Eagle, stand up. Let me see. What else we got in here? Calc is going to break out. Even though Bake is gone, Kyler can still pass the ball well. And Andrews is gone now, so Calc to blow up. Yeah, I think Grant Calcaterra is a sexy pick to be the breakout Sooner for Oklahoma in 2018, because whoever is at quarterback is going to be running the system for the first time as the starter, and you're going to need a security blanket. You're going to need a safety outlet, and Grant Calcaterra is a big body with sure hands, and he's going to be running those routes that are closest to you, right? There's nothing like being a first-year starter and having to make that 15-yard deep out throw that you know is just going to get picked off. Let me try that again. It's nothing like making that 15-yard deep out throw that you know is going to get picked off, i.e. Jake Fromm. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let me see. What else we got in here? Isn't Amani Bledsoe from Kansas too? I got to check on that. Is Amani Bledsoe from Kansas? He might well be. I think he might well be. Man, Amani Bledsoe could actually have... Yeah, he could have a... Yeah, he's from Lawrence. Yeah. Alani Bledsoe's from Lawrence. But that's another guy that could be a breakout Sooner. Because, look, between Amani Bledsoe and Kenneth Mann at defensive end, we're doing pretty good. I really do. I think Kenneth Mann he's my pick, honestly, to blow up. He had 5.5 sacks last year. What if he gets all those snaps that DJ Ward was getting, right? And we saw what he could do in the spring game. He's a big man. He's a fast man. He's a mobile man. Like, I really liked seeing him on one side and Amani Bledsoe on the other with Neville Gallimore in the middle. Right now, if it's up to me, I put Q Overton next to Neville Gallimore and put it a classic 4 front. But in Mike Stoops' 3-4, we saw 4 and 5 men on line of scrimmage. So I'm going to let that part go and just stick to why we playing the 7-yard cushions, why we giving free releases. But I know with Mike Stoops, we got to take baby steps. We got to take baby steps. Nobody goes to the MLB draft. Oh, okay, Trapper, you're going to have to elaborate on that. What else you got in here? Is Kyler going to the MLB draft? We may not see him next year. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. There's good reason for why he should, but I don't think he's going. I think his heart is in playing football. Oh, you mean it's not an event? Yeah, nobody actually appears at the MLB draft. No. But they do call you, and they do say, hey, we're going to offer you several $1,000,000 to sign your name on a piece of paper. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Baseball just is weird to me. But, I mean, to be fair, all pro sports, all big-time pro sports are weird because they're the only, like, institutions where owners will just light money on fire. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get paid $74 million to be the quarterback for the 49ers, making him the richest quarterback in the NFL. Why? I don't understand. Why light that money on fire? You know? And that's another. Jake Locker. Whoever drafted Jake Locker for the Titans, like, that's lighting money on fire. We could have told you. Not going to be that great. Could have told you that. You know? Let me see. What else we got? Illinois picked up a local St. Louis coach, didn't they? That's what I'm hearing is pulling St. Louis guys. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, right? That's a good point. But let me tell you something about Illinois. Illinois was 2-10 last year, man. 2-10. You know how good they were in the Big Ten? 0 for 9. So I don't care who you just hired. I don't care if you went and got Charlie Weiss out of retirement. I don't care if Vince Lombardi's ghost is coaching your defense. I don't care. Illinois is trash. Illinois is not a good football program right now. So you're taking your life in your own hands if you go to Illinois. And that's the way that I really construe this with Shimon Cooper is, do you want to be the best linebacker at a really bad program, like going to Kansas, for instance, or do you want to come to a program that's going to compete for national titles, and you're going to have to get better if you want to break into the starting lineup, just the way it is. You know, and I mean, that's a lot. Some kids, wow! My goodness, Bill Beach. Sorry I missed the live the last few weeks. Nah, man, hey, you here. I always tell everybody, I go live at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays, right? We know that. But if you come through and you catch the replay, that's what's up. You know, everybody's doing the best they can. And I appreciate you for coming through, Bill. Tell me what you want to talk about, man. You can't just drop that kind of loot and then not tell me what you want to talk about. I mean, that's one of the reasons I do the live streams is just a Q&A. It's a glorified Q&A where we have a good time talking football. Let me see. Are girls inferior, Jeff? Okay. Well, y'all are having y'all own little conversation there. I'm going to stay out of that one. RJ, did you see a story on the 6'7", 320-pound 8th grader? No, I did not, Robert. So feel free to drop that one to me. I did see, however, we offered another 6'7", 320-pounder in Andrew Coker, right? Offensive tackle. I forget where Andrew's from. Katy. He's from Katy Taylor. See? Came back to me. Ugh. So, and, you know, he seems raw. And he doesn't necessarily seem, I mean, he's not anything close to polished, but neither was Zeus, right? You might remember Orlando Brown was not the best offensive lineman with technique, right? Everything he got, he had to earn. And Bill Bedenbaugh would be the first person to tell you that. He had to bust his behind to get good. But what I love about all of this is Bill Bedenbaugh and Lincoln Riley can develop. We know that. So if they decide that a guy has the goods to play at this level, I'm going to trust them. So now I want Andrew Coker coming here. And it seems like Bill has been really good about getting enormous human beings to come play offensive line at Oklahoma. I mean, think about this. EJ Ndoma Ogar is 6'3", 310. My God, a junior, right? You got Bray Walker, who's coming in this summer, 6'7", 320. You know, I mean, all these dudes are enormous. I mean, Zeus, 6'7". I'm really excited about the offensive line, and Bill Bedenbaugh is turning that into the power on this offense. We give a lot of lip service to the quarterbacks. Rodney Anderson, the running back, is going to be a favorite for the Heisman. CeeDee Lamb put on some weight at wideout. We all know what Hollywood Brown is capable of. But this offensive line, over the last 5 years or so, has just gotten to be great, man. Just really good. And the way that they can block, and the way that they can make holes, and the way they make it easier for the running backs to get 6 yards per carry, that's special. I'm going to be mad when Bill takes his offensive coordinator job. I don't think it's coming soon. But he was a finalist for the Broyles Award last year. He's co-offensive coordinator at Oklahoma now. It's a matter of time, you know, and nobody seems to have earned it more than that guy. Going from Oklahoma Panhandle State, following around Mike Leach, being run game coordinator over it here, being a guy at West Virginia. It feels like Bill Bedenbaugh is getting close. And quite honestly, I love it when offensive linemen become, or offensive line coaches become coordinators, because you can just see the offense is built around, we are going to hunker down and run the football. Occasionally we'll let the quarterback throw a pass, but we're going to run the football, and it's fun. It's fun. Like watching Joe John Finley when he was the interim coordinator up in Missouri. That was fun, because he was definitely a tight end calling plays. It's a lot of fun. Let me see who else we got in here. Our professor. Yeah, I remember you, professor. I know. Let me see. Coach B, Kansas particular. As long as Burrows doesn't transfer to the Big 12, I could care less about where he lands, to be honest. So the news on that is Ohio State quarterback Joey Burrows is transferring. Now, at the top of the list seems to be Florida. But Florida's pretty much been a dumpster fire for quarterbacks since about Tebow, right? I mean, Driscoll didn't look great out of there. Felipe doesn't look good out of there. I mean, they just have a rotating Will Grier transferred after the whole concussion fiasco. Or not concussion, ineligibility fiasco. So, I mean, I could see it, but unless Dan Mullins can just sell Joey Burrows on how he's going to start right away, I don't necessarily see that. I really don't. But I don't think Joey Burrows is going to transfer to the Big 12. I mean, where would he go? Texas Tech? You're not going to go to Texas Tech. They got no defense. You're going to have to score 90 points a game. You know, you're not going to go to West Virginia. You're not going to go to Kansas. You're not going to go to Kansas State. You could go to Texas, but they got a quarterback logjam, and they suck. I mean, check it out. Shane Buechele and Sam Ehlinger are competing for the job, but really what they're doing is keeping the seat warm for Cameron Rising or, you know, the Oklahoma kid, Casey Thompson, son of Charles Thompson, brother of Kendall Thompson. But either way, they got 4 quarterbacks there that could play. Why would you go there if you're Joey Burrows? I wouldn't. Maybe you go to Baylor, but Baylor's trash. And that offense doesn't look anything like what Art Briles put together. Matt Rule is still figuring things out. TCU, maybe. That's the only possibility that I would really think about if I was Joey Burrows. That's the only one that sort of kind of makes sense. But even then, you got to chisel in at least, 2 losses? 1 to Oklahoma State, 1 to Oklahoma, and then 11 games and you're playing in a Texas Bowl or something. I don't see it. Go to the SEC, son. Go to the SEC. Let me see. I appreciate that, Olivia. I read a lot. Let me see. Bill is laying out the offensive lineman offers here lately, thinking we're scrambling to offer because they're realizing we've been behind everyone else on the line. No. I think it's easiest now to recruit the offensive line than it has been in 10 years. I mean, you got Zeus coming out right now. I mean, what else do you need to know? Just point to that guy. That's what I would do. Or point to Daryl Williams at North Carolina. Carolina Panthers. Point to him. You know, point to Tyrus Thompson. Point to Lane Johnson. Point to any of the offensive linemen we got playing in the NFL. Nah, we're not panicking. We're not panicking. Let me see. Good night. Jake says, story on ESPN of Burrows coming to OU if Kyler leaves for the MLB. Maybe. But, you know, since Joey Burrows doesn't have to really make that decision until August, he can say whatever he wants. And fact is, Austin Kendall's closer to playing right away than Joey Burrows is at Oklahoma. Because I don't care how good a quarterback you are, you still have to learn the system. And not only do you still have to learn the system, the guys on the team have to trust you. And despite what coaches say, players want to know that their opinion is valued as to who's playing quarterback. If they don't believe in the guy, they don't believe in the guy. They don't want to play for him. And that's one of the things that was stressed to Cleveland is we all love Baker. And by we, I mean Zeus, Andrews, Jeff Badette, all the guys that were coming out, and Lincoln, right? Everybody loved Baker. Everybody wanted to play for Baker. The defense said, if we get Baker the football, we're going to win, right? And if Joey Burrows can't incite that kind of loyalty right away, good luck. But, you know, even then, it's Austin Kendall's turn if it ain't Kyler, right? Just let the kid go out there, see what he can do, and if he can't do it, then you can start talking. But then again, Tanner Schaefer is actually a pretty good quarterback, and a lot of people don't understand how good. Tanner Schaefer is from the Texas Panhandle, all right? Went to Canadian High, ran the air raid at Texas Panhandle, threw for 4,000 yards and 49 touchdowns. Then turned down an offer to go to TU to play quarterback, right? Turned down an offer to go to Ohio to play quarterback. Turned down an offer to walk on at Texas Tech and came to Oklahoma to walk on. So I'm not even sure that Joey Burrows would really get that kind of look. You know, I'm going to be loyal to the guys that are here. I just am. Let me see. West Virginia has a good rifle team. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. What else we got in here? OK State is a possibility for him. Now, that's a good point. Yeah, Foolish Demon's got a good point. Oklahoma State needs a quarterback. They need a guy that they know can sling the ball around and make that offense work. And, yeah, I could see him sliding in Oklahoma State. But that's quite a step down from Ohio State, man. I mean, you're going from a blue blood that's competing for a college football national championship to a program that can't beat Oklahoma. You know, has a hard time beating Texas. Has a hard time beating West Virginia. You know, you're going to be handing the ball off a lot to Justice Hill. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Hey, Laura, what's up? Let me see. Good evening to you, too. Let me see. Do you think West Virginia is overrated? Yes, because you're putting all of your eggs into the basket of Will Grier and, what's the wideout's name? David Sills. And unless they go all world, West Virginia ain't going to be that good because they still run that 3-3-5, and they're the only defense in the Big 12 that's worse than Mike Stoops'. Like, I mean, that was the dude that after the OU game where Kyler Murray torched him on the first play, he said, Dana ought to just fire me. In the Big 12, you got to have at least half a defense. You got to at least have half a defense, and I don't see half a defense at West Virginia, right? Half a defense at Oklahoma, half a defense at, more than half a defense at TCU, half a defense at Texas, ain't no half a defense at West Virginia. Let me see. Colby Pearson house, what's up? Guitar Death, what's up? GD in the house. What's good, Flame? Let me see. Jacob Zellner says, Zeller. Do you think this is the year we see an elite defense, or are we still a couple of years away? Look, if Mike runs the 3-4 that we saw in the spring game, which has 4 and 5 defensive linemen, so like I'm looking at tape, and I'm telling you, Mike Stoops is watching the videos because when he put a 3-4 on the field, there were 5 men on the line of scrimmage, 2 outside linebackers on the line, right? And when it looked like a kind of a 4-3 under, it was 4 men on the line of scrimmage and 2 linebackers in the middle, which looked a lot like a 4-2-5 with Buki playing the nickel. So I think we could be all right. I also think it could be Mike Stoops' last season as OU's defensive coordinator regardless. Because, I mean, this is a dude who really, really is having a hard time taking the criticism. Block me on Twitter, right? Okay. But, I mean, block me. Sure, but if blocking me gets us a top-tier defense, if blocking me gets us a top 20 defense, a top 10 defense, the kind of defense that destroys people and look like the one circa Roy Williams, circa Teddy Lehman, circa Derek Strait, then yeah, fine. Yeah, but until then, you know, I mean, stop getting your feelings hurt or go be a defensive coordinator somewhere else, dog, because I don't care. You ranked us 87th in the country last year. Enough is enough. You got players in Caleb Kelly, you got Kenneth Murray, you got Buki, you got Addison Gums, you got Mark Jackson, you got Neville Gallimore, you got Imani Bledsoe, you got Kenneth Mann, you got Robert Barnes over the top, you got Khalil Houghton coming back, you got shutdown corners in Parnell, Miley, Trey Norwood, Trey Brown. Enough is enough. Put me a good defense on the field. Good grief. Tired of this man. Look, me. Let me see. OU has all the pieces in place to have a good defense. Amen. Let me see. Taking a block for the team. OU will have a great blocking offense. That's what's up. Let me see. Bryce Ward says Boomer. I say Sooner. Let me see. Does Texas game plan harder against us than other teams? They always seem to play better. Oh, that's because OU Texas is OU Texas, right? I mean, if Tom Herman beats Oklahoma, he doesn't have to worry about getting fired at the end of the year. It's that simple. That's how big that game is. And it always will be. All right. We have reached the end of the stream because I tell people that they can get out of here after half an hour. And I got to go to my mama's birthday dinner. So if you're in the stream, or you're in the chat, I'll shout you out. So I'm going to start doing that. Let me see. Olivia Davis was in here. That's what's up. Unimitsu was good. Jeff CCR was good. Miles Montoya in the house was good. Xavier Jones in the house. That's what's up. Southwest Missouri Sooner was good. Oh, my God. Lincoln Riley just tweeted the eyes. Lincoln just tweeted the eyes. Whatever. Lincoln. Who we get? Who committed? So, hold on. We got to figure out who committed. Who committed? Somebody. Who committed? Oh my, we got, yes! Number 12 is on the line. I like it. I like it. All right. So, yeah, I guess that's the next thing I'm going to do after I get done with my mom's today. So, let me see. Bill Beach, I see you, deuces. John Farrell, I see you. Free Ray, Bryce Ward, Robert Lane, Mike McCoy. Let me see. Trapper9. Thanks for saying happy birthday to Mama. Jimmy Akers, Flame 4512, Kobe Pierce. Let me see. Jake Small, Rachel Herrera, Steel Boy, Billy in the Redwoods, Warthog. Let me see. Miles Montoya, I got you. Andrew Southard in the house. Kobe Pierce in the house. Ryan Morewood in the house. Let me see. Man, Laura, thanks for saying happy birthday to Mama. Let me see. All right. That's it for me. If you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. I got to go figure out what these eyes are, and I got to go and wish my mama a happy birthday. I will see you tomorrow. Deuces.